The market appears to have started its pullback, which means the bulls will face their first major test. This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so the market dropped about 60 points today, poking through the 0.236 retrace and giving us our first indication that the Wave 4 pullback may be underway. The reason we say that is the 0.236 retrace is a common A wave target for Wave 4, and then you would expect a B wave bounce and then C down to test the pivot. So it appears in the next couple days, the bulls will have their first big test. Now, I'll get into all that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before I jump into the chart, one thing I want to say is that I do these videos for you guys to help you become better traders and understand the market better. And I treat my trading group as a family, and sometimes I'm just humbled by the things that happen in there. You can read the comments here on the screen of what people said today, and I truly appreciate it. And if you're not in the room, guys, you're really missing out. So at the end of the video, come check us out and see what we're all about. Okay, so let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And as we can see off the top here, okay, they pulled back today in what looks like an ABC down for Wave A. Okay, they just poked through the 23.6 retrace. And it looks like they're starting to bounce up in Wave B, which is what you would expect. So if we do get the bounce up in Wave B, our resistance zone is 44.79 up to 44.97. So in order for this ABC to play out, the move up needs to hold basically under 4,500, but the top is 44.97. And then from there, you would expect the C wave down, okay? And the way it calculates right now, where A equals C, so if you have A and then B up and then C is the same length as A, it puts us right at the 382 retrace, which is a very common Wave 4 target. So all of that looks pretty good so far for the bulls. If they get this B wave up to the about 44.87 range and then come down, they should hit basically the 382 extension on the nose at around 44.10. The two most common targets for a Wave 4 are the 382, which is the most common target, and the 50% retrace, which is the second most common target. If it pushes through the 50% retrace, that's kind of a problem because when that happens, it generally means that the bullish pattern is less likely to play out. It's not impossible, just less likely. But if they break the 764 extension of 1 and 2, or the top of the pivot here, which is 43.69, then you kind of have to start to worry because that should really hold when we push up to the 1,236. So again, guys, the key takeaways for today on this chart are we should see a bounce here. Could be as high as 44.97. So the ABC structure wants to keep it under 4,500. If they break back over 400, then it looks like the bulls could extend this Wave 3 even higher. But if they do keep it under 4,500, then you would expect the C wave down, targeting 44.10 to as low as 43.69. Anything below 43.69 isn't necessarily the death knell, but it's pretty worrisome for the bulls. So over on the NASDAQ, they were a little stronger today with their rally. They pushed up almost to a new high, but couldn't quite get there, and then had almost like a running flat here for their ABC down for Wave A. They didn't quite get to their 236. We would expect a bounce here to hold 14,632, okay, but get up to at least around 14,568. So our resistance zone for Wave B up would be 14,568 up to 14,632. We would expect that to hold and to see a push down towards this 382 fib here at 14,224.25. Now, because they pushed up over the 1,236, again, we would expect the top of the pivot to hold should the 382 break. But we could come down as low as the 50%, which is 14,079, a little deeper into the pivot here. But ultimately, you really want the top of the pivot to hold after you push up over the 1,236 extension. So we would expect 14,175 to kind of be our make or break line there because they did push up a little higher here. And we would target 14,224 to as low as 14,079. But again, that 764 is important when we break up over the 1,236. So it's not necessarily a full line in the sand at 14,175, but it certainly is a warning shot, and they really need to hold 14,079 after that if that does break. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com, okay? There's a link down in the description, okay? Click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Check out our membership plans, okay? We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial. You heard me talk about I treat my trading room as a family, and I want you to have 7 days to come in there and experience it. Make sure you love it. Make sure it's everything you want it to be before you ever pay a penny. We have 2 incredible rooms. The first one is my Invest with Jacob room. In there, you get all of my real-time market updates, our buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions. We do only trade the SPY and the QQQ in there, and we swing trade, so the trades are a little less often and longer term. So if you're looking for day trade type events, as well as individual stocks to trade, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. This guy absolutely kills the market. He's one of the best traders I've ever seen. He has a very unique reduced risk trading method using binary options that is absolutely insane. Okay, you saw what people said earlier. There's some other people and what they said down here. You can't beat it, guys. Come check it out. You get a 7-day free trial. We would love to have you in there so we can make some money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today. We're looking for a B-wave bounce up toward that 44.97 area or as low as 44.79. If they push it back over 4,500, then the bulls are back in control and they can extend in wave 3. Then comes the big test of the pivot, the C wave down. They need to really hold 43.78 and at the bare minimum, the top of the pivot at 43.69, but we would love them to hold the 44.10 region as that is the common wave 4 target. Anything below 43.69, we have to worry that the bigger wave 5 is in place to complete that bigger wave 4. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup. We're looking for a B wave bounce up to that 14.632 zone, but as low as 14.568. And we would really like them to hold the 14.079 level. Anything below that starts to look bearish and make us believe that a new low in this bigger wave 4 is still incoming. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.